is no black YouTube by my nigga Phil Boy. Let's see what this dude's talking about.
My eyes are up here, baby. Are you looking at the tattoo?
No, I'm looking at the hair on your arms. You know, women I deal with, they don't have hair on their arms.
Shit.
Black YouTube must be stopped at all cost. Sorry, I was trying to figure out what would be a good little clickbait title. It's been about a year since I've actively started making content on YouTube. And within that year, I've dedicated this channel to cultural critiques and media analysis. Specifically, black media analysis. The reason being, it's almost impossible to separate racial politics from how we as black people create art. From music to film, poetry, all the way down to mainstream politicians. All forms of black media are shaped by racial politics, whether we see it at a surface level or not. Previous videos, I've talked about how, due to a variety of factors, it's harder for us to tell our unfiltered and raw stories in the mainstream entertainment industry. Either having to sidestep around in order to avoid pissing off white folks, or just not having the resources on a systemic level. But with the resources we do have, we managed to make it work, while doing a pretty damn good job at it. And I'd be lying if I said YouTube wasn't one of those resources.
It's a beautiful resource. I'll be honest with you. Having YouTube as a way of expressing black culture, in a sense, it's a very, like, for some reason, us black people are the only people that can use the resources, for instance, like YouTube, social media platforms, being a professional athlete, you know, being an artist, in a sense. We have such creativity, yet we own none of it. You know, we have a good message, yet we own none of it. We can't own anything. You feel me? Black culture is the only culture that gets pushed the most. And yet our stories are all the same. Different heads, different faces, but it's literally all the same. And I never understand that, bro. We don't owe anything. We don't owe anything. And it's quite unfortunate because there's a lot of good black folks out there. Now the 15% or maybe the 30% of black folks that don't know how to act, that are ghetto, that are corny, that's what's being pushed the most on these platforms. We have the resources, but society allows that type of content to be the main image of black people, which sucks.
YouTube has been a massive tool for black creators. It being free allows us to distribute our art and content in a way that wasn't possible in years before it. And it doesn't matter what that content is. Music, skits, streaming, gaming, politics, video essays, animation. If you can create it, best believe you'll find some kind of audience for it. But as good as YouTube may be for these reasons, it's not immune to criticism. The same platform that allows black creators to reach large audiences also has problem with how it treats said black creators. There's been countless creators from various genres detailing their negative experiences with YouTube. From the flagging of racially sensitive topics all the way to the double standards implemented when compared to white creators. YouTube is all about clicks. It's how they make their money. If someone's content is too inflammatory, too risque, or too controversial, advertisers aren't gonna want to play any ads on it. No ads, no money. And given the sensitivity of racial topics, YouTube will always be hit or miss when it comes to it. But on the other hand, YouTube is all about clicks. Whatever generates the most attention and controversy will get clicks. And as long as what's being played isn't too extreme, advertisers will run ads on it.
I'm kind of confused though, because those 20v1 videos, right? Those 20v1 videos that every person has seen shows the degeneracy of, like, when I think of like a business, right? This is me, broke nigga who has no idea of what the fuck a business is. But when I think about a business, why would we promote the negative? Like, somebody's using our business for negative and we're gonna promote it? Why would you do that? You feel me? 20v1s have never been positive. You can't tell me shit. 20v1 videos or my stepsister saw the used condom on the car. Look how she reacts. Like, that's degeneracy. You feel me? Children are watching this. Kids are watching this. Little niggas are watching this. Why is it that that gets pushed and they don't remove ads from that video? Instead, they promote it even more. You feel me? Doesn't make any sense. Don't understand it.
In other words, as long as it doesn't upset advertisers, YouTube will promote it if it's popular, regardless of if it's harmful or regressive.
Like,
so what do you do in a position as a black creator
so
on
stupid.
YouTube? You have a platform that's willing to promote some of the most ridiculous and stereotypical content en masse just to earn a few dollars, regardless of the implication it leaves. Do you speak out? Do you ignore it? Do you try to just do your own thing? Well, I'll tell you one thing, you could always play right into it.
Ain't none of that nigga do with some bad knees. That means she can't even good. Put it on him. Put it on him. Get up on there.
I'm in heels and you ain't tall enough.
Okay.
Don't do too much.
Well,
though.
you're not qualified, baby.
Alright.
You gonna let me eat that ass?
Like, you see what I mean, bro? This is content. This is content. This is black content right here. But this gets pushed the most. This dumb, corny niggatry. Nigga in a tree. No racial. But this is not, like, this isn't black culture, bro. This is not black culture. This is degenerate stuff. It's gross. It's nasty. I never watch it. Like, I've never watched a 20v1 video myself. I'm not going to. I don't know how y'all parents allow y'all niggas to watch 20v1s or hypersexual content. Never. And I don't get it. And the only race, which is very unfortunate, the only group of people that are knowing and realizing that they want to make the quickest bag, right? And they want to loose themselves a little bit are black people. Because this is what it is, bro. Black people are the only group of people that when they see a way of making money, they're going to abuse that shit to the 5th degree, no matter your morals. You feel me? Because they know this is affecting children. They know this is affecting children. They don't care. Because they're making the bag. They're trying to get out the hood. Good mindset. Trying to get out the hood. Move quick. But bad way of doing it. You feel me? You wouldn't want your little sister in here. They had children in here, bro. Bro, I don't know. Hold on, because I'm sick. I don't know if y'all heard this, but there was a 20v1 video where they had to rate people based on baby pictures. That's kind of creative. I don't think there's nothing sexual creepy about it. That was like the first actual good video. You feel me? Cool. But then they were doing a kid's 20v1. They had a little RT in a 20v1 video. That nigga's 9 years old, 10 years, not even, maybe literally 9 years old. With 18-year-olds. Talking about you can't handle this. What, nigga? But hey, it's profit.
Oh yeah, no.
I know y'all just did.
We've been working on what the
Wait, hold on.
How you doing? Hey, y'all know
What you
this
mean?
shit,
What y'all doing?
Let's talk about niggatry. 20v1s, balloon pops, dating roulettes, the Zeus network, the whole shebang. I'm sure by now you're aware of the various forms of black humiliation content that's taken over YouTube these past few months. They're everywhere, with dozens of channels raking in millions of views per video. They all follow the same formula. Contestants compete against each other for the affection of the video's guests.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm just getting off the flu. I'm so sorry. I apologize.
Or vice versa. The entertainment in all of it comes from the drama that stems from the scenarios, usually resulting in someone getting humiliated in the process, typically the contestants. While this type of content has always existed, it's exploded in popularity within the past few months, with the creators adopting more extreme tactics in order to keep the hype train going. This includes employing anti-black stereotypes and tropes, to feeding into scripted and harmful dating dynamics, all the way down to exploiting literal children. It doesn't matter how over-the-top, regressive, or offensive it may be, if it gains clicks, it'll get promoted. As much as we rightfully scrutinize the foolishness within this type of content, we don't often examine the conditions that allowed for them to even be in this position. We might play a role in that. Black humiliation content, the 20v1s, the balloon pops, the influencers, all of this is a byproduct. The direct result of both YouTube's exploitative models as well as our own ignorance and willingness to play along with it. And unless we recognize both, this type of content is going to continue to get pushed out. So let's dive in head first. And I can only hope that I see you on the other side.
You will, nigga. The Ballad of Black YouTube. Bro, this nigga is really, yo, shout out to you, my nigga. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie, nigga. Well, I ain't gonna call you nigga, because you ain't a nigga, my nigga. My brother, my fellow black brother. This is a very great video. You literally, everybody who says like, you know, the black YouTube is getting out of hand and stuff, this is the professional version. Like, this is like a teacher at Harvard University in nigga studies could explain it. You feel me? Like, if you, bro, I hope you watch this reaction, my nigga, because this is like, you're a GOAT. Shout out to you, bro. I'm not even joking. This is a great representation. I know you're about to cook. Pre-cook in the chat.
Bad bitch.
No, actually, I mean, girl, what the fuck is you asking me?
As usual, before we dive into the topic, I need to establish some ground so that everyone is on the same page. What this video is not going to be is your typical black YouTube is evil, hood culture is gonna kill us all type of video. Mostly because, well, of what is black YouTube?
Right.
While I intend to criticize the minstrelsy and outright of some of this content, I have no interest in playing into respectability politics. This video is not going to be policing blackness or saying this is how black folks are supposed to act. Instead, it's recognizing the fact that these creators deliberately employ and promote harmful stereotypes because they know it will gain clicks. Oftentimes when critiquing these types of things, we don't know how to separate the two. And the next thing you know, niggas start sounding like Joe Clark. On the other hand, this video is not trying to advocate for a proper style of content on YouTube. At the end of the day, people use YouTube as a form of entertainment. Not every video on the site needs to be a 2.5 hour long think piece. Hell, you don't need to hear me talking for 2.5 hours.
Right.
Sometimes you just want to engage in something fun, silly, and entertaining. There's nothing wrong with that. It becomes a problem when we start putting on a digital minstrel show for the sake of a few coins from YouTube and Google. This video is intended to ask why. Why is it that we've allowed this type of content to get away with going this far for so long without too much pushback? Why is it that YouTube has no problem pushing out this type of content and other similar narratives around black creators?
I have a theory. I have a theory on this. Oh my god. I have a theory on this. The reason why black YouTube, or the degenerate part of black content creators, the reason why it gets pushed forward so much is because that's what makes the most money. Since time immemorial, gladiator shows, niggas literally deleting themselves, fighting lions. Literally fighting lions, knowing damn well they're not gonna survive. And the people in the crowd yelling, yeah, it's bloodshed. It's like, it's human nature. It's human nature to see drama, crazy stuff. It's human nature to like negative stuff, negativity. Humans thrive off of negativity. And unfortunately, we are the only group of people to kind of live off of negativity. We haven't changed. We haven't changed. It's very rare to see a black person go from a hood nigga to a rapper to like a good civilian. Very, very rare. It'll be a nigga trapping in the hood, blows up off of music, gets arrested for shooting an op, gets freed, gets on drugs, go to jail, and the cycle continues over and over and over again. And through that whole time, misery, black people's misery, is everyone's favorite television. So black misery is everyone's favorite television, news, drama. That's the unfortunate reality, bro. We are entertainment. We are entertainment. And I feel like black people need to understand that. We are not like, oh, everybody should be rappers and stuff. No, we are entertainment. So act correctly. You feel me? Come correct. You feel me? We are entertainment. The moment we do something negative, we are entertainment. We are always going to be entertainment. Always. We're going to look stupid. We're going to look like clowns. All of the above. We are entertainment. And unless we do something about it, like switch it up or be more respectful to each other, we're always going to be known as this. 20v1s and doing degenerate stuff.
But tends to get cold feet when it comes to others. And most importantly, why does this type of content specifically keep getting referred to as Black YouTube, as if this style of content is reflective of every Black creator on the platform? By doing so, we can not only see what's allowed for these types of videos to be made, but also how to handle them in the future going forward. To do so, in this next section, we're going to explore how these videos became so popular. More specifically, at what point did they start cooning out? Do the creators of these types of content know the harm that they're causing?
Absolutely, and they're being oblivious to it, because majority of the niggas who do this type of content are niggas that are my age. Niggas are my age. They are well aware that the content that they're doing is clearly screwing their life. Or if they're not aware, then they're just there to get a quick bag. You feel me? Which is 80% of the case, because they are a living product of the problem that they're causing. Doing degenerate stuff, humiliating Black women, hypersexualizing Black women. You don't realize that because you're still doing it. Like, you're a byproduct of that. Like, you're still actively doing it. So how are you going to be aware that what you're doing is wrong if that's what you grew up by? You feel me? So I think his majority is that. But I refuse to believe that Black people are blind in 2025. This blind. There's no way, bro. You niggas are way too smart. You know? We're not in the Jim Crow era. We're way too smart.
Is the line between over-the-top humiliation content and flat-out minstrelsy? Well, let's find out.
Chasing the bag. How much harm you willing to spread to make
Black
the money?
humiliation content sits in a really weird position. When you examine it by itself, there isn't anything particularly unique about this type of content. The concept of using dating as a form of entertainment has always been around, even before YouTube, dating back to the origins of reality TV. It's always been around and has always been over the top in nature. For the most part, it's pretty staged. While what happens in them might not necessarily be scripted, the situations, drama, decisions, and resulting dilemmas are not organic. Typically, the directors and producers of the shows have an idea of what they want to happen on camera, and what's shown on screen is usually the result of those fabricated scenarios. This is a template you'll find across all reality-based media, whether it's dating or not. It's a part of the genre, and none of it is exclusive to any specific race. Now, YouTube, like television and streaming, is just another platform for this type of content to exist on. It just makes it easier, as you can directly engage with your audience and you have the liberty of operating on your own schedule. Because you have that direct engagement and feedback with your audience, this allows creators on YouTube to craft their content based on how their audience responds to it. If the audience wants to see wild, crazy content, the creators are gonna give the audience the wild, crazy content they want. In its basic form, there's nothing wrong with any of this.
Hence, which I could be really honest and really realistic, unless I am consistent, that's the only way I'm blowing up. Other than that, I am not gonna blow up, because streaming today is highly saturated. And because I'm talking about this specifically, because I'm a streamer myself, I'm a content creator myself, I get it. Streaming is very highly saturated. If I don't have 3 girls with BBLs in here right now, if I'm not breaking my television, if I'm not being a degenerate, if I'm not groping minors, that content isn't gonna blow up. If I'm not doing something degenerative, like stupid, you know, humiliating myself, it's not gonna blow up. I'm not gonna be on the top ranks. You feel me? It's not gonna happen because everyone's doing it. If I'm not doing that, I'm not gonna blow up. And the problem is everyone's doing that. Everyone's trying to do that. Everyone's trying to get a quick bag by just putting a camera and playing a video game. That's also one thing too. streaming and content in itself in the black community has been highly saturated to the point where it's like, it's either you're gonna be a crazy streamer like IShowSpeed, right? Or you're gonna be a cool streamer like a Corey Kenshin. There's no in between. I don't know a nigga who could be in between. There's rarely groups of people that are in between, like a Berleezy. Berleezy is an in between type of nigga, but Berleezy's been doing content for 10 years. Are you gonna be sitting here doing this for 10 years? Nigga, no. Your mom gonna kick you out. You only 17. Feel me? So, I get it. I just wanted to say that.
Even if it isn't your cup of tea, the concept of reality and speed dating are not inherently harmful. But because the style of content is so easy to make, anyone can do it. You end up with videos that are a dime a dozen. And with more and more creators jumping into the mix, it becomes more difficult to differentiate yourself from another creator. Right. The only way to thrive is to stand out. And when it comes to standing out, the more dramatic, the better.
Mr. White, what would be the first meal that you would feed me?
Salad.
What's that?
I don't think I need to define too dramatic. Niggas can get creative. It becomes a no-brainer that being more dramatic means more clicks. So naturally, creators began to start implementing more over-dramatic elements into these types of videos. From the dialogue, the responses, to the actions on camera. All started becoming more and more overblown to the point of becoming caricatures. The more the content leaned into racial stereotypes, the more views and clicks it got. This is the event horizon, our point of no return. This is the line that gets crossed from fun entertainment to minstrel show. This type of content becomes harmful once you become willing to employ harmful stereotypes and narratives in order to garner views. Now, reality-based content on YouTube has always relied on over-the-top, almost caricature-like portrayals of black folks. From the fabricated prank days of the 2010s to the street reaction videos you still see today, all have a tendency to utilize certain negative racial tropes. Whether it be the brute caricature, the stereotype of the mindless, overly aggressive black man that's quick to overreact and erupt into a blind rage at the slightest inconvenience, or the sapphire caricature, the stereotype of black women being unnecessarily rude, loud, malicious, and obnoxiously overbearing. And how
the fact that this nigga has figured out the issue, not even figured out, this nigga has purposely, creatively, in no negative nigga way, differentiate black people, which is hilarious. Like, I'm not, because as a fellow Negro myself, right, I can never, as a black man, I don't have that much vocabulary, so I can't really explain what is a brute or a sapphire in the way that he is. I've always said the hood nigga or the ghetto ratchet. You feel me? But he says it's so sophisticated, so respectful. Literally, like, this is beautiful. I don't know about y'all, but I love the way he's explaining it, bro. Because this is the type of content that's only being pushed, and it's only two groups of black people that they always push, and it's these two, which unfortunately is the over majority of black people in today's day and age, of black Americans. Literally, every little white boy want to be a brute. Whole time, nigga, your dad worked as a construction worker and always treated your mother good. They've been married 25 years. But because Leon got the 11-inch, and he could say nigga word, and he talks in swag and the chain, and I can make a few words talk about pain, and go in every day, got shot by Dede. That's a fucking beautiful thing that you would like to see. But in reality, it's the most disgusting parts of my culture.
Could we forget the Jezebel? The stereotype of black women being ferocious, promiscuous, lustful animals with nothing else on the mind but sex. All of these tropes have existed since the 1800s and continue to be present in our media. They just take on different forms to evolve with the times. What would have been Stepin Fetchit on the big screen in the 30s and 40s gets replaced by King Batch or Charleston White on your phone. It's also important to note that the over-sexualization is not limited to just black women, as these videos like to apply this harmful trope to black men as well.
No, it's mostly black men. If you watch enough
of these videos, you'll notice that if the punchline doesn't come at the expense of a contestant getting embarrassed, It's usually a low-effort, sexually charged joke.
You gonna let me eat that ass?
Oh, yeah, no, I ain't talking about that shit. I'm just talking about shit.
Couldn't even ask the nigga how his day went. He didn't even get a chance to clear his throat before you offered to make a buffet out of his ass. Don't get me wrong, I love me a good dirty joke, but I'm not trying to hear every other guest get asked what their body count is.
Literally, what's your body count? You know how to suck dick from the back with milkshake? What? Nigga, what do you mean, nigga? What the fuck are you talking about? How you like your pussy, hairy or clean? What? Nigga, calm the fuck down. What do you mean? How many kids you got? Stepdaddy still around? I could be your stepdaddy. The kids around? I got 11. How many baby daddies? 8. What are you doing? What are you doing? That shit makes no fucking sense. It makes no literal sense. That's the first thing they do. It's not, hey, how you doing? Or if it's, hey, how you doing? It's, hey, how you doing? How big is your dick? Bro, what? How much money you make in a year? How much money you make a day? Bro, calm down. Calm down. Your outfit is Shein. And you're not even sponsored by them. So make it make sense. Feel me?
Now the audience
Like,
is not
that shit
stupid.
crazy.
We know it's not real and that it's supposed to be played for laughs. But what's funny? How many times can we laugh at a nigga for not having a retwist? How many times can we laugh at somebody's fit or the way they're built? When all of your jokes rely on putting someone down or a crude performance based on racial stereotypes, then you're no longer just telling jokes. You've become the joke. And this isn't reaching for the stars. The creators are not oblivious to it. They're aware of the impact this type of content leaves on screen. Hell, they're making too much money not to notice. When all the viral clips and big moments involve black people being depicted or acting in a buffoonish manner, you're going to play it up even more in future episodes. They know they're employing these harmful tropes, and most importantly, they know people will watch them. In other words, it pays to... I want to clarify on what I mean when I say... While contemporary and historical definitions of the label have always varied, at the end of the day, they usually come down to the same thing. What I'm specifically referring to when I label someone a is the act of deliberately employing negative and harmful portrayals of black folks for the sake of gain from white people. In this case, that gain from white people comes from AdSense, literally shucking and jiving in front of the camera for a few coins from Google. You're aware of how this content makes us look and how it's used to further push the harmful narratives around black folks in entertainment, but who cares about all that when you're getting that sweet AdSense check? That's what makes it. If there wasn't as big of a financial incentive, they wouldn't be pumping out as much as they do, and they definitely wouldn't be playing up the tropes as much as they do. At the end of the day, these creators know exactly what they're doing. They're aware of the negative consequences this type of content leaves on all of us, but they don't care. They're earning way too much money to care. As much as we can point fingers at the creators of this type of content, it still needs to be picked up by YouTube's algorithm in order to reach the audience that it has. But what exactly is it? What exactly is it about these videos that makes the algorithm go crazy? Why is this type of content so favored? Well, let's see. It's easy to ask why YouTube allows this type of content to grow and spread these narratives, but the real question is, why wouldn't they?
So you know I make content, so it's okay if you like my next video, you hold the camera on top of me while I play with my... Was that
See what I'm saying?
Hell no, there ain't no enough.
It's not.
See what I'm saying? It's the shock value. I'll be honest with you. It's the shock value. One thing I noticed, one thing I can't deny from these 20v1 videos, bro. The shock value is insane, my nigga. I think this type of content, in terms of shock value, and like you could be chilling on your phone and you hear a nigga be like, hey, yo, let me spit on your mouth and see you fart it out. Like, nigga, you turn your phone, you turn around looking nigga crazy. You turn around like, nigga, what the fuck did he just say? You feel me? I think in terms of like content and why it's being pushed out instead of like removed, it's like, it's literally, if it's not shock value, it's no, literally, bro, there's no other way. It's shock value. Shock value is what pushes people to watch this, and the freaking neurons that we receive from that shock value, people get addicted to seeing more and more and more. You just ask the nigga, you just seen a nigga ask a girl to spit on his mouth, no, to spit in her mouth, and and to fart it out. That's shock value. You're gonna want to see more than that because there's so much videos of this. So it's like, damn, if this nigga said that, imagine what this nigga Emily Chopper said, or G Herbo, or Charleston White, or Little RT. You feel me? Oh damn, they rating people with babies? What? Hold on, wait, bikini? What? Damn, is her ass fat? Damn, feel me? It's we're addicted to this. We're addicted to shock value. And the one thing these niggas are very good at is implementing that shit, bro. And we are addicted to it. That's my theory. In my opinion, what y'all niggas think?
I know, but like, you know, it might get.
I'm holding the camera.
You gonna hold the camera?
You feel me? Thumbnail. Girl with like slim waist, biggest freaking ass. Like shit is humongous, my nigga. The thumbnail is a open condom prank. It's like, yo, you feel me? It's literally like shock value. Breaking the bank, using modern dating dramas as the ultimate content.
Yes, I see we've made it to the belly of the beast, the dreaded bowels of the creature known as YouTube. It's pretty difficult to answer why YouTube's algorithm continues to push this stuff out because, well, no one's really cracked YouTube's algorithm. No one truly knows the inner workings of the algorithm except for YouTube themselves, and anyone attempting to convince you otherwise is most likely lying to you. We don't know for sure how it works, but we do know that if you can keep your audience engaged, your content has a better chance of getting picked up. Earlier, we talked about how it pays to, and if you're willing to misrepresent and spread stereotypes about your own people, then you're probably in for a big payday. But out isn't the only way to get noticed on YouTube. Many of these channels only recently started doing it. How did the ones that came before them years prior make it in the first place? Well, drama. Drama has been and always will be a staple on YouTube. The main reason being, it's profitable. Regardless of the genre, community, or political leanings that a person may have on YouTube, drama is guaranteed to bring in clicks, which in turn creates ad revenue. If the content creator is big, oh, you can bet you're in for a big payday. Now, this drama manifests itself in different forms.
Freaking, catfish. That's a drama. Not made by black people. Catfish. Catching people online, trying to pretend to be something that they're not. Feel me? To catch a predator, a wide margin of people do it. Catching your partner cheating on you. All three forms of drama that has nothing to do with, like, you know, degeneracy and stuff like that. But those are regular basic drama. You know what I'm saying? To catch a predator is the only one that I mentioned. That's crazy, but those are examples. Like, many forms of drama. And for us black folks, dating, low key, bro. You feel me? Dating, catching a predator, and relationships, catching predators, and fighting. Like hood vlogs. So hood vlogs, catching creeps, and relationships are the three most used type of drama content by black folk. You feel me? The Blueface and not Blueface and DDG. The Blueface and Krishan Rock, bro. That type of content was milked for like a year and a half, bro. That was just based on people dating, baby mama drama, the kid coming out stupid, all types of shit. Black people thriving off of it. The baby mama, the NBA's players sleeping with dumbass hoes and getting caught, you know, trapping, all that shit. And then gang members, shootout, blah, blah, rap beef. Feel me? Those type of content we rely on the most, literally. And we're going to push that shit to the 80th degree, my nigga. 80th.
Between two or more creators on the platform, or the drama could be the content itself. In the case of black humiliation content on YouTube, the drama is mostly self-contained. Like reality TV, it's those dramatic moments between the folks that keep you hooked. And one perfect example of this is the infamous Pop the Balloon or Find Love subgenre. In this format, the overall objective is to, well, pop the balloon, or find love. Guests are invited onto the show in a lineup, and contestants take turn introducing themselves to said lineup. If the lineup likes what they see or are interested, they get a chance to get to know the guests. If not, the balloon gets popped. Some end up with matches, but most others get their balloons popped. It's a pretty simple concept, and when applied to dating shows, makes a pretty good entertainment model. When comparing these videos to your other 20v1s or street interviews, these videos are much less harmful. In fact, some of the bigger creators that use this specific format try to stay away from racial stereotypes. They don't rely on cooning or portraying black folks as buffoonish caricatures. For the most part, the hosts, guests, and contestants appear to be themselves in front of the camera. They're following the rules of the game and trying to find someone compatible with them. However, if you watch enough of these videos, you begin to recognize that they play into some certain narratives around modern dating culture and black love. Talking about dating in today's world, specifically dating in the 2020s, always feels a bit weird. Almost because it's impossible to separate how massively social media has been integrated into it. It's really altered the way a lot of us operate on a romantic level, from the way we view potential partners all the way down to how we view our self-worth. Emphasis and praise is put on optics and aesthetics of love rather than love itself. We start forming unrealistic expectations based on what we see in other people partaking in or displaying online.
I just want to say this, right? I'm gonna stop pausing, bro, because if you are in a relationship with a girl right now and it's normal, like everything's going well, not because it's the phase, but like you got a decent job, she got a decent job, y'all pay your bills, you're average human beings, you get a haircut twice a month, feel me? You have enough to save a little bit sometimes after you pay all your bills. My nigga, you good, bro. You don't need to buy a yacht. I'm sorry to tell you that. You're never gonna buy a yacht. You're never gonna buy a yacht working a regular job. Tell you that much. You have a higher chance of stealing a yacht than buying one off the job that you're in. So it's gonna take time for you to buy that yacht with the job that you're in. You understand what I'm saying? And there's no rush. Literally no rush whatsoever. What are you, 21, 22, maybe 25, 27? Bro, relax. Relax. Just because you seen 17-year-old Jack Doherty do it, nigga, you not Jack Doherty. Jack Doherty ain't you, my nigga. Unfortunately, that Jordy did it. Feel me? Some niggas is lucky, bro. A majority of niggas aren't lucky. Some niggas are. You gotta work harder. You gotta work smarter. You gotta understand the game in order to get the stuff that you want to get. And it's gonna take you more time than usual. Some niggas are very, very lucky. And we just don't want to accept that. People are very, very lucky. There's a small group of people that get all the luxuries in the world. It's being pushed as everybody could get it. But you need to understand, the whole point of getting there is because you don't have it. But when you have it, it ain't worth it anymore. It's like, oh, I'm here. Now what? You feel me? You ever done a parlay, my nigga? I know I'm getting off track, but hear me out. For all my young niggas, right? My niggas my age. You ever did a parlay and you won money, right? You ever like did a parlay and you won money? No, that's a bad example, matter of fact. That's a bad example. Very bad example. Let me restart. You ever stacked up money to get a PlayStation 5 or to get an Xbox or to get a PS to get a pair of Jordans, right? You're like, yo, I'm gonna work hard, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. You focus on this goal to get this item. Nigga, once you get the item, it's like the high is over. You feel me? But if you were able to get it, it wouldn't be as impactful. The reason why you weren't able to get it right away, like a Jeff Bezos could buy 7,000 PlayStation 5s. He could buy a PlayStation 5 right now for everyone in this planet 100 times over. You feel me? It's like, whatever. I could buy a house, whatever. You nigga who is broke, who's not in the same level, you feel me, who doesn't have that much income, you're seeing that and it's like, oh my God, I gotta work for it, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. That's the whole point of it. If everyone is able to do it, then there ain't no value in it. If everyone's able to get it, there ain't no value in it. So Don't fall in the social media trap is basically what I'm trying to say. And if you're in a good relationship, nigga, be happy, bro. You gonna be alright, bro. You feel me? You gonna be alright. Would you rather live with a girl for 35 years who treats you good, who cooks good for you, and the intercourse is good, and you know everything is good, than dealing with a 10 out of 10 who's just gonna give you headaches because she wants a nigga with a yacht at 22? Meanwhile, you working as a freaking security officer? Calm the fuck down, King. You got it. You got a big ass nigga. Word. You feel me? You feel me?
Combine that with the fact that literally everyone's a relationship guru nowadays, and you end up with the confusing mess known as dating today.
Facts will cease to exist, and there will be men talking about their high value men, and there will be women saying they're high value women, and everybody's a relationship guru, and 50-50.
Social media puts the concept of love in a nasty-ass narcissistic chokehold.
Yes.
Constant seeking of validation, the desire to constantly compare what we're doing to others around us, the need to outdo others, the viewing of others as options rather than people. Doing all of this while simultaneously not being willing to look past the surface level in other people.
Hello, welcome in. Come on a little closer, come on.
Handsome ass nigga. Dark
Everything
chocolate.
becomes a shallow sham, and love essentially gets commodified. Combine this with a young audience that hasn't gotten to experience what dating was like before social media became so integral. It ends up explaining why a lot of folks get so frustrated with dating nowadays. People are tired of things seeming so superficial. But when you play into those frustrations, it makes great dramatic content. This show and others that follow the format rely on playing into the frustrations of modern dating. It relies on everyone to have a sense of shallowness from both guests and contestants alike. It relies on them quickly passing judgment on each other, oftentimes without ever speaking a single word. All of the superficial traits we apply to the dating scene today, these shows play off of them. What this does is end up reinforcing those stigmas about dating culture. And with a platform and audience that large, it ends up doing more harm than you think. You take a very small sample size of black men and a very small sample size of black women, none of which are reflective of an entire group of people, and have them play into harmful dating tropes for the sake of entertainment.
Got baby LeBron here, who is just lucky. You can't hate niggas, bro. This is one thing I also realized, bro. Yo, to all my boys, to all the men here, young men, men overall, you can't hate other men. It's unfortunate, bro. You are never gonna be LeBron James. You can't be this good looking 6'7" ass nigga. You can't. I'm 6'1". Never gonna be this nigga's height ever, bro. Doesn't mean I'm cooked. Doesn't mean I'm not good looking. Doesn't mean I can't work on myself. You feel me? Don't look at an example like this and don't look at an example like this and downplay yourself, or an example like this and downplay yourself. Don't. You're a human and you still have to develop and you still have to evolve. And don't ever let a girl tell you, oh, if you're not 6'7", I don't want you. Okay. You're 5'2". What do you like? Who cares about? I don't care about your opinion. Feel me? Don't. We shouldn't care about other people's opinion. We should be very ignorant, and very selfish. Very, very selfish, bro. Because you only have one life, okay? If you know you eat too many burgers, too many cheeseburgers, and you're his height, but you're twice his weight, 3 times his weight, and you know that if you stop eating cheeseburgers, nigga, you will look similar to him, then stop eating cheeseburgers. Feel me? Now, if you 5'2", going to the gym, haircut, mogging, mewing, Jordan Barrett, bye-bye. You doing everything that you gotta do, but you just don't have his height. Nigga, you're better than 75% of men. You know? You're in a better position. First of all, you're an adult. You're a functioning adult. Healthy, stable, young, handsome, black, yellow, white, purple, green adult. Nigga, you are good. Be thankful. There's niggas out here with no limbs. There's niggas out here with no houses right now, bro. Be grateful. Same thing for the girls. Calm the fuck down. Chill out with the makeup. Y'all be dragging it.
Yeah, you'll get some entertaining clips out of it, but you end up pushing harmful narratives. The same narratives that end up resulting in the classic niggas ain't shit and all women are the same discourse that hasn't gotten us nowhere since we got off the boat. But that still leaves the question of why. Why would YouTube push this stuff out? Well, I think we already answered that.
Shock value,
Why not?
entertainment.
It's
yeah.
drama-filled entertainment, an easy check for both YouTube and the creators. They made their intentions clear years ago. YouTube pushes this type of stuff out because it's inflammatory. It's the viral moments that will lead to clicks, reactions, and discussions. It doesn't matter what kind of genre you are, what style of content, or even what side of the political spectrum you lean upon. You can be left, right, centrist, or apolitical. If it gets the job done, that being feeds into drama, then YouTube will throw it out. Any way they can package the drama and shove it out, they will. We saw this with the prank days, the commentary drama, podcasts. We're now seeing it with this. These pop the balloon and other forms of black humiliation content aren't anything new. They're just the latest iteration. But there is one nasty implication that's left from all of this type of content. One that impacts every black creator on the platform. In the process of trying to criticize a lot of the drama and foolery on the platform.
Bro.
In the
Flashing kitty prank. Casually flashing my crush. What the fuck? If you watch this type of fucking content, you get no money. And your dick is little, bro. And you get no bitches. You get no type of play at all, my nigga. If you watch this type of content, I know your mom and your dad didn't raise a good son, bro. They left your ass, my nigga. And I'm happy that they did, bro. I'm very happy that they did. If you watch this type of content, my nigga, you don't deserve anything. Disgust. This shit, it just...
process of trying to criticize a lot of the drama and foolery on the platform, a lot of creators end up labeling it Black YouTube, which does more harm than anything else. A recurring question I keep asking throughout the video is, what is Black YouTube? But I mean, for real, what is Black YouTube? What does the term even mean? The amount of black creators on this platform is uncountable, from gaming, streaming, commentary, podcasts, education, lifestyle, comedy skits, video essays, story times, animators, cooking, vlogs. Anything a creator of any race would do, black folks are doing it too. I don't know why a very specific genre of content that revolves around drama, mess, foolery, and stereotypes.
It's because that drama is being pushed the most. That's the problem. Because that drama is being pushed the most, it's the ones that we see on our YouTube feeds every single time. That's known as the Black YouTube. But then again, they don't see the Corey Kenshins, the Berlizis, the RDC Gaming, the cooking, you know, any other of those type of streamers. They don't see those type of content pushed forward as much. And in reality, it's not our fault that all you watch is this. It's the viewer's fault. Feel me? The viewer itself created Black YouTube. The viewer itself created that essence, that imagery of Black YouTube. My nigga, if your entertainment is watching drama and ghetto shit, and that's all you see everywhere across your social media platforms, you literally gonna believe that that's the only thing that black people post. Because if you try to watch a gaming video or RDC gaming video, you're gonna be like, get that shit out of my face, you know? That's not your type of content. So, in essence, there is no Black YouTube. It's just YouTube. You know? You're just the one who likes content like that. You're the problem. It's not them. It's not them. They're the ones making the content. If niggas stop watching that type of content, they won't make it anymore. And then the new type of Black YouTube will be something else.
Types gets used as the go-to example of black content creators. You never hear anyone use terms like white YouTube. How silly would it sound if I started calling Mr. Beast white YouTube? Search up the term Black YouTube and the results are usually something related to humiliation content. Search up the term white YouTube and, well, Oh fuck, YouTube don't even know what white YouTube is. It's us that's labeling stuff black YouTube. We're the ones that made all of the stereotypical and foolish things we dislike synonymous with being a black YouTuber. When you keep using encompassing umbrella terms like that when only referring to a very specific genre of content, you end up lumping all black creators into the mess. And some of them that use this term know this, but like we said, it gets clicks. Why name your video black humiliation content when black YouTube has a better buzz? It's all clickbait. There is no black YouTube.
There isn't.
I did give you a heads up in the beginning.
There isn't. Literally, bro. Yo, I'm telling you, nigga. Yo, I literally figured it out. Like, as I'm watching the video too, it's like, it's a learning. This type of content is learning. You know, some people don't watch this type of content. There is no black YouTube. It's just YouTube. You feel me? It's like you eat chicken wing and french fries, or you eat Chinese food, chicken wing, french fries, shrimp lo mein every single day, right? Right? Every single day. Nigga, you're not gonna expect the other types of foods if you go to China. You go to China, nigga, you only expect chicken wing, french fries, shrimp lo mein. Whole time, they have a whole different set of entrees. Perspective is the reasoning behind this. Perspective. Your perspective is the reason why black YouTube exists. Your POV. You know? You wake up every morning, you sit down, and you watch Kai Cenat 20v1s, Kitty Prank, whatever the fuck, and then that's all you see. And the algorithm is just gonna push only that type of content because that's literally the content that you see. That's literally how the algorithm works. If all you watch is basketball, they're gonna push people who only play basketball or stuff about basketball to you. Hence, all you're gonna know is basketball. You're not gonna know about soccer, football, baseball, none of that. If all you watch is how to cook pizza, nigga, that's all you're gonna know. Oh, 1 second. My bad, Chad. That was my mom, Dukes. She's sick. Everybody here got the flu, bro.
In the process of trying to rightfully criticize this type of content, we end up hurting ourselves by calling it black YouTube, forgetting that all of us are also black YouTube. Now, naturally, you'd wonder what a solution to any of this would be. Luckily, I'm here to tell you that I have no idea. Yes, sir. We're fucked.
What's your type?
There is no solution. There isn't. You cannot change other person's perspective. You can't. You can't change another person's point of view. You cannot. That's the unfortunate reality of it all. Black YouTube will always be a thing if that's all you, depending on the type of content that you watch. You will always have it known or called as black YouTube. Unless you are willing enough to divert from that type of content and see other type of different black content creators, you know? But if you don't want to do that, if you don't do that, nigga, then you always think black YouTube is degenerate humiliation type of stuff. Because YouTube is never going to change. It's a $1 trillion company. It's always going to push the most degenerative content no matter what race or color. Even though black people are the ones who use it the most, because black people are the ones who are willing to take that risk, who are willing to destroy themselves for that type of content. That doesn't mean that that's the only content there is.
I scan. That's it? You sure?
Okay, I was just being over dramatic in that last part. We're not fucked. But there aren't really any solutions either. Proposing solutions to an issue like this is pretty disingenuous, as you can't really get rid of any of the problems listed. The reason being, you can't get rid of any of the root causes. First off, you can never get niggas to stop cooning. You will always have Now, we haven't even been able to stop since we first got on this continent. As long as there is some sort of profit or gain that can come from selling out and negatively portraying black people, there will always be some niggas willing to tap dance for a few coins and a milkshake. As long as YouTube doesn't consider what they're doing to be too extreme, they'll keep pushing the limits on what they can get away with. We can continue to criticize these videos all we want, but that's not exactly gonna convince these creators. We've tried that already. Hell, a particular creator was heavily and rightfully chastised for trying to exploit Lil RT, a 10-year-old who briefly went viral for his little gimmick as a rapper, exploiting not just him, but other children his age. But what ended up happening? The comments just got turned off in the video. No real accountability or consequences. YouTube won't even do anything about the little gift card website scams that they like to promote within their videos. It doesn't become a problem until YouTube deems it a problem. And it's not limited to just the creators, but the viewers as well. While yes, these videos may be favored by YouTube, but at the end of the day, these videos are still around because people like them. They're raking in millions of views because the demand for content like this is still high. People are still getting entertainment value out of it, which is its job. The truth is, most people aren't hate watching this stuff or angrily waving their cane at the screen. They don't see any harm in it. They view it as nothing more than silly entertainment. And I mean, honestly, what can you do at that point? Tell them to stop watching? That's why solutions to this feel so disingenuous.
Exactly. You can't do nothing about it if they think it's entertainment. You feel me? It just shows you how toxic the world really is, how mean and scary and evil the world really is. It just shows you how bad it is, bro. It's really bad when you think about it. Pretty bad. Niggas out here just love drama. And that's the reality. Niggas love drama. The whole world lives off it. They thrive off it. You feel me? There's wars, for God's sake, between two people. Nigga, there's millions of people are at war right now because of two people.
Because at the end of the day, people are going to watch whatever they want to watch, regardless of how regressive or harmful it may be. You end up preaching to the choir. Another reason why solutions to these issues go beyond us as well, we can't control entertainment, nor can we control what other people find entertaining. All of the parallels that we've made between black humiliation content and reality TV still apply. They take whatever drama the audience wants to see and regurgitate it back on screen in the form of entertainment. To try and get rid of that would be like trying to get rid of any reality-based content, not just dating and YouTube, but in general. The usage of drama for clicks, portraying black folks as obnoxious buffoons, exploiting children, exploiting the disabled, scamming your young audience. These types of videos didn't create this. They didn't invent these tropes. They're just the latest ones to jump on the bandwagon. If these harmful tropes didn't exist in the form of this type of content, they would have had some other format to exist in. As soon as the audience gets tired of this type of content, YouTube will do something new to replace it with. From the videos themselves all the way down to our discussions and criticisms of it, it all plays into it, focusing on the same drama over and over again for clicks and coins, giving YouTube a massive check while we get a few crumbs in the form of monetization and entertainment. Unless you figure out how to fundamentally change the way entertainment works, you're not gonna get rid of any of this stuff. This stuff is always gonna exist in some way, shape, or form. The best you can do is just ride out the storm, while simultaneously waiting for the next storm to come. In the meantime, all you can really do is try to focus on the content you do enjoy, whatever that may be. You wanna watch a movie review, a video essay, a live stream, a skit, go for it. Just know that stuff like this and all of the other black humiliation content out there doesn't exist in a vacuum. It's a product of the way our entertainment industry works. And whether you love it or absolutely hate it, we're stuck with it. Whew, that was, about half an hour of me ranting? I don't know. You know, maybe I should go on one of these shows, you know? You see all these beautiful women and this short little animated nigga with no shoes. Oh boy, you know, what can we say? That's entertainment.
Fire video, bro. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Shout out.
As you can see, he is still
best video ever, my nigga. No cap. I'm not gonna lie to you. Shout out to my nigga Philboy, bro. Or Pillboy. My bad, dude. Shout out to my nigga Pillboy. Fire video. No funny shit. This message is a lot more. It's a deeper than what it is too. it talks about everything. Like that message, you can't do anything about it. It's here to stay. Literally. It's here. Everything. Like it involves everything. There's always gonna be 304s. There's always gonna be scammers. There's always gonna be hood ghetto black people. It's always gonna be there, unless there's a once in a lifetime change. If not, it's here to stay. W video, my nigga.
Tear it, bitch, on my I just been fucking around,